So, good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope that your studies are going well and you have started your revisions and going through all the different topics. Okay, students. So, in the continuation of your this biology chapter 13, why do we fall ill? We had started the different types of diseases. Okay. And in that classification, what we had discussed in our previous classes, that how the different diseases are caused, what are their mode of cause, and how they are transmitted from a healthy person to from infected person to a healthy person. Okay. So in that part, we discussed that the diseases can be classified on the basis of this mode of spread, and in that part we discussed there are two methods of spread. That is, one is called as this communicable diseases or infectious diseases. In the infectious diseases, we discussed that these can be transmitted from an infected person to a healthy person. But the second thing that we discuss, it is non-infectious diseases or non-communicable diseases that cannot be transmitted from an infected person to a healthy person. It can be many other reasons for this cause of non-infectious diseases, like disorder of any organ, hormonal disorder, then it can be an inherited disease, or it can be caused by genetical problem. So these are the non-infectious diseases. After that, in the infectious diseases, we also discussed how they are transmitted. Like some diseases are transmitted by air, that is called this airborne diseases. Some diseases can be transmitted by water, that is called this waterborne diseases. Some diseases can be spread by consuming contaminated food, that is called this foodborne disease. Some diseases can be transmitted by coming into the close contact, that is by touch, called as contagious disease, and some diseases can be spread by vectors. Okay, so these things we had discussed in our previous classes. Today, one more type of classification that we are going to discuss is about how these diseases can be classified on the basis of their duration. The first disease is called, that is the acute disease. Acute disease. And second is called this chronic disease. Acute and chronic diseases. Acute diseases are the diseases, and this one more thing that I want to discuss over here, and is important, that this classification is on the base of their duration. Means whether a disease stay for some days, for a few days, or for some years, or for throughout life. So if the disease that can stay or that can have its effect for a very short duration, called as acute disease. मीन्स ये डिजीजेस कम समय के लिए होंगी आपको, ठीक है, ये डिजीज हमको जो होंगी वो कुछ दिन में, 1, 2, 4, 6, एक हफ्ते, 10 दिन, 12 दिन या एक महीने में क्या होंगी, वो ठीक हो जाएंगी, 1 महीने 2 महीने वो ठीक हो जाएंगी, ठीक है. So they stay for a short period of time. So these diseases are called as acute diseases. On the other hand, if the disease stays for a very long duration, long span of time, or for lifetime, means either it can be for short duration of time, or for long time, or for lifetime also. So these diseases are called this chronic diseases. Okay, so that is the first difference between acute and chronic diseases. Apart from that, they have no effect on our mental problem. Mental effect they don't have. They don't have this mental effect, but we have this mental effects. Okay, examples can be different types of pathogen caused diseases, like it can be a typhoid, common cold, it can be malaria, etc. These diseases come under the category of acute diseases. Typhoid, it can be cured within 10 days or 11 days or 13 days. Okay. Similarly, this common cold, 3 or 4 days it can be treated. Malaria, it can also be treated within 1 week. Okay. So they are of short duration. So they are classified under this acute diseases. But in this chronic diseases, they last for long, and like this heart disease. Then it can be diabetes. It can be any lung disease, etc. Okay. So these diseases, suppose I am suffering from any heart disease. So it can be last for very long time or even for our lifetime. Similarly, this diabetes, any lung problem. Okay. So these diseases, since they are having this very long duration of time, so they are classified under this chronic disease. Okay. So this is all the different types of diseases on the basis of this mode of spread or on the basis of their time duration. We had classified all the different types of diseases into these 4 categories. On the basis of spread, they can be infectious or non-infectious. On the basis of time duration, they can be acute or chronic diseases. Okay. Now, the different diseases, when the different pathogens enter in our body, then they are going to harm the different parts of our body. Okay. Means they are not going to target a particular, all the diseases, all the pathogens are going to target a particular organ or tissue. But the diseases are tissue specified or organ specified. Means suppose I am suffering from a disease like tuberculosis. So what it is going to harm? It is going to harm our chest, means that is it is going to harm our lungs. Means the pathogen, that is the bacterium, it is going to harm our lungs. In that case, symptoms will appear like coughing or breathing problems. Okay. Similarly, this COVID, it is also an organ specific disease that is caused by the virus, and this virus is going to target our main organ, that is again it is our lung. Like hepatitis, or it is going to target our which organ, that is it is liver. Okay. So every disease, it is organ specific or tissue specific, means it will target a particular organ, not all the organs together, or all the pathogens will target only particular organ. Means every pathogen, it is going to harm or target the different types of organs. Okay, students. So this is all about the different types of diseases and their mode of spread. In the next video class, we will discuss once we had suffered from particular disease, then how it can be treated, and how it can be avoided. Okay, students. So in the next class, we will discuss about the prevention method of the different types of diseases. But you have to keep your studies proper, well. Okay. Thank you.